This season is all about the kingdom. Last time we looked at the coming of the kingdom in us. Now we want to take that idea a step further. This is revelation for life.
Your greatness will not be hidden in the earth. Lord, it will be revealed. Your greatness will not be hidden in the earth. Lord, and we call it sealed.
Matthew chapter 16 verse 19 says, "And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." This verse isn't saying that what we do on earth changes the reality in heaven. Heaven exists outside of time, in eternity. What's established in heaven is fixed. The verse is saying that we can bring what is on the earth into alignment with what is already fixed in heaven. Think about it this way. When England claimed the island of Barbados in 1625, they sent people to live there 2 years later. Those settlers never lost sight of where they were from. They were from England, and they had the backing of King James I as they developed the island. England was their blueprint. They had authority to make Barbados more like England. Today, hundreds of years later, we can still see England in Barbados. From the names of streets and places to the parliamentary system to road signs and regulations. Well, God has given the subjects of His kingdom the keys or the authority to bring heaven to earth, just as they were given the authority to bring England to Barbados by their king. God has given us the authority to reshape and influence the places we go, to bring them into alignment with what is in heaven. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 8, "Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men." When Jesus went back to heaven, he led captivity captive, which means that everything that constitutes captivity or bondage is bound in heaven. That's the state that he took it to heaven in. Captive, bound. So we have authority to bind it on earth as it is bound in heaven. That includes sickness, depression, and lack. And likewise, the things which are bound in heaven, such as life, peace, joy, and provision, we have authority to loose them on earth, even as they are loose and are bound in heaven. We just have to make our declarations with understanding and work the principles of our kingdom. Use your keys, use your authority, bring your world into alignment with your kingdom. This is revelation for life. It's all about love today as we continue our devotional season on the kingdom of God. Keep it locked. First John chapter 4 from verse 7 to 9 says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God, and everyone that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God. He that loveth not, knoweth not God, for God is love. In this was manifested the love of God toward us, because that God sent His only begotten Son into the world that we might live through Him." You can't talk about the kingdom of God without talking about love. After all, a kingdom is defined by its king and his ideals, and according to this text, God is love. As citizens of his kingdom, we therefore have to exhibit love as well. You can't know a God and be born of God without loving. This is one of the key differences between the world and the kingdom of God. The love spoken of here cannot be found in the world, only in the kingdom of God. Now, you might say, that's not true. Love can be found in the world. But I say to you, not this type of love. English is not a very precise language, so where we use the blanket word love, the original Greek has different words for different kinds of love. The word love in this text is the Greek word agape. This word speaks of an unconditional love for all people, including your enemies. The world knows about sexual love or caring for friends or caring for family, but this type of unconditional love is on another level. This word agape is also used to denote the type of love God has for us. The text says this agape love was manifested in Jesus dying for all of us, including the ones he knows will never accept him, including the ones who were killing him. We can never achieve a love that great without love himself being in the equation. We can never receive a love that great without God in the equation. In God's kingdom, you are not known by a number but by name, and everything is founded on the love your King has for you. And God says that this love is a sign of those who know him and are born of him. God is love. Let's aspire to know love today. This is Revelation for Life. Next time on Revelation for Life, we'll be looking at the heart of the King himself. What is paramount to our King? You don't want to miss it.